In this experiment, what we do, we are conducting, like we are determining the coefficient of discharge through venturimeter. Here you can see this is venturimeter and this is orifice part. Okay. Here in this venturimeter, this is the conversion part. This is the throat one. This is the diversion part. This is the conversion part. This is the throat. This is the diversion. So this inlet pipe is connected to this manometer. This is the inlet pipe which is connected to this U2 manometer. And here the throat, the pipe from this, it is connected to the right limb. Okay. Here this manometer is fitted, U2 manometer, to measure the difference in the pressure. When water flows inside this venturimeter, it creates difference in the pressure. That difference in the pressure you can see in this U2 manometer. From these data, we can calculate what is the coefficient of discharge. To calculate coefficient of discharge, the two data we need, that is actual discharge and theoretical discharge. To determine the actual discharge, what we will do, first we will start this pump, water from the sump tank. So before that, you just know these parts. This is the sump tank, this is water collecting tank, this is venturimeter. These are the parts. Okay. When you start the pump, water from the sump tank start flowing from this pipe and it enters the venturimeter and it allows to discharge from this pipe. When water discharges from this pipe, it start collecting in this tank. When it start collecting in this tank, the water from this tube is going to rise. When water rises here, you need to take what is the time required for every 5 centimeter rise. Why we need to take the reading in the sense here? We need to determine what is the actual discharge. To determine the actual discharge, what we need to do here, like the actual discharge is nothing but, you know that formula. Area of the tank into rise of water, you will get value, and the time for every 5 centimeter rise. So you will get the value in the sense, this is the breadth, this is the length. Breadth into length, you will get area, this is the height. So from this you will get the value in the sense meter cube. And for every 5 centimeter rise of water in this tube, we will give the time taken. So metric cube per time is nothing but metric cube per second will give the actual discharge. Now to determine from this you can determine the actual discharge. To calculate coefficient of discharge, we need two data. That is actual discharge, now theoretical discharge we need to calculate. To calculate the theoretical discharge, we should know what is the diameter of this pipe. So diameter has been given in the observation table, and here we have throat. What is the diameter of throat we need to know. So usually here the diameter of the pipe is 1 inch and the diameter of the throat is ½ inch. From these two diameter you can calculate area of the inlet pipe and area of the throat by applying this formula pi by 4 into d square. From this data you can calculate area. So what is the theoretical discharge formula for venturimeter? As we know that Q theoretical is equal to A1 into A2 divided by root of A1 square minus A2 square into root of 2GH. So A1, A2 you will get from here, and root of 2GH, H in the sense difference of manometric head, you will get a difference of manometric head with the help of this manometer. So how to start with this experiment? First what we need to do? First we need to switch on the pump. When you switch on the pump, water starts flowing from this pipe. It starts flowing from this venturimeter. When it starts flowing from this venturimeter, water enters with this hose and it enters to this left limb. When it enters the left limb, initially due to the application of this pressure of the motor, initially the water pressure is more, due to which the mercury which is present in this U2 manometer goes down. And at this, the left limb is connected to the throat where the mercury rises because of change in pressure. So this is nothing but your H1, this is nothing but H2. Here we have scale. From this you can check the difference of mercury. What is the difference of head? Difference of head. H1 minus H2. That H1 minus H2 you need to substitute in the theoretical discharge. Okay. Again water flows here and water start collecting in this tank. Here, once it collects here, it start rising in this tube. Water starts rising in this tube. for every 5 centimeter or every for 3 centimeter you need to take the reading for the time. For example, from for example, if start rising from 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter, what is the time taken? From 5 centimeter to 9 centimeter, what is the time taken? So you need to note down. From this data you can calculate actual discharge. From this data you can calculate theoretical discharge. From this you can calculate. Okay. Okay. Done.